Hi guys, I have another haul to show you because I couldn't stop myself and bought some new books, and I'm also expecting some other books in the mail. So yes, I was bad and I bought some new books, but anyways, I'm going to show you them in this video and I hope you will like it. The first two books I'm going to show you are Nightshade and Wolfsbane by Andrea Cremer. And I think this series has to do with werewolves, and I don't think I have ever read with anything with werewolves as the main characters, but the first book, Nightshade, has a good rating on Goodreads, so I'm excited to start this series. And this series have a third book, I think, which is called Blood Rose. So if I love the first two books, then I'm going to check the third book out as well. But I love how my covers match, because I love matching covers, obviously. Then I have What's Left of Me by Zhang, and I have seen this book a lot, and yeah, I admit I fell in love with the cover, so I wanted to buy it, and it finally popped on Awesome Books for like $4, so I just had to buy it. And I think this book has to do with like two souls in one body, quite like the host, but obviously not like the host. And I think it's not a good thing to have two souls in one body, or at least the government, you know, doesn't really love that thing, and they want to destroy one of the two souls. And I think this story is basically about that. And I know this book has kind of mixed reviews, but I'm hoping that I'm going to love it. Then I have Magic Study and also Fire Study by Maria V. Snyder, and Magic Study is the second, and then Fire Study is the third book in the Poison Studies trilogy, I think. And I have read Poison Study earlier in 2013, and I love that book. It also made it to my top 13 of 2013 list, but I was kind of apprehensive with reading the other two books in the trilogy, because on Goodreads a lot of people say that you have to stop after the first book because the third and the second are not as good as the first one. So for a long time I didn't pick these books up, but I was like, why not give them a chance, because I might love them. And so I picked up the second and the third book in the trilogy as well. Then I have Unholy Ghosts by Stacia Kane. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I don't really know what this book is about, but it has to do with witches and demons and sacrifices and black magic and demonic creatures and all that fun stuff. And it has a good ratings again on Goodreads, so I wanted to pick it up and see if I'm going to love this book or not. But I think it kinda, or no, at least the covers have a True Blood kind of feel to them. But I have a feeling that I'm going to love these books actually, but I think there are a lot of books in this series. So if I'm going to love this one, then I'm going to have to buy a lot other books, because this is a long series, but I hope I'm going to love this no matter what. The next book I'm going to show you is Lipstick Apology by Jennifer Jabaley. I'm not sure, but this is about a girl called Emily whose parents die in a plane crash, and the last words that she hears, or more like sees from her mother, are written in lipstick onto a tray table, and it says, "Emily, please forgive me." This is a contemporary read, and it will have a love triangle in it, but it sounds like a love triangle that I will enjoy, I think, I hope, because she's going to be torn between two guys, one of them who is a popular guy on the swim team, and the other is this quirky, not so popular guy in her chemistry class. And this will also be about, you know, how she will deal with her mother's message and what that actually means. And I'm really excited to read this, and I really hope I'm going to love this. Then I have Glow by Amy Kathleen Ryan, and I'm not sure what this book is about, again, because I have ordered this quite some time ago. But I think obviously this has something to do with space and spaceships, and these two kids or teenagers who are born, who were born in space in the first generation or something like that. But one day they are wrenched apart and suddenly find themselves fighting for their lives, and so this should be exciting. And even though I haven't read this one, I already ordered the second book, so yeah, I have a problem. So this better be good, because if I order the second book, then I'm really hoping that I'm going to love this book. Then I have In the Flash by Sylvia Day, and I haven't really heard anything about this book apart from Sylvia Day, who has written the I don't know what the trilogy is called, but it has the first book called Bear to You, and I have only just recently read that book. I liked it, I didn't love it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to love this one, but I think this is a fantasy book, but you know, also because Sylvia Day writes basically erotica, so this will have quite some sex in it, I think, but I hope it will be done well, and I hope I'm going to really like this. And I'm not sure if it's a part of a series, but I think it might be, but I hope I can read it soon. The next book I'm going to show you is And By the Way by Denise Deegan. This is another contemporary book which deals with death, because this our main character loses her mother, and because of her death she kind of loses her father too, because he cannot deal with his wife's death, so he gets lost to work. And this book, I think, will basically talk about how our main character can deal with the loss, and also she builds this wall between her and everybody else. But there are people in her life who wants to, you know, shatter those walls basically, and to pull her back to life. One of them is her best friend Rachel, and the other one is a guy called David, who it says that he says he wants to help. 6 months ago he could have, but he didn't. Now it's too late. So obviously something happened 6 months ago, and now she doesn't trust him, and she doesn't want her help, his help. And yeah, I think I'm going to love this. I have a feeling that I'm going to love this. The next book I was a little bit upset about, because again, I got an ARC copy instead of the final copy, which it was supposed to be, but anyways, I already emailed them, so I hope they will help me out with this. But anyways, it is The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. I suck at names, so anyways, I'm not sure I'm not sure what this book is about, but I think it's dystopian, and it kind of has to do with the testing which everyone has to take. And in this testing they are basically tested on some skills that would be helpful for the government, which is working in a war-stricken world. So if you get the skills that the government want, and then they will pick you up and put you in this university thing. But I'm not sure, as I said, what this is about, but I'm excited to read this. And yeah, then I have Boys Don't Cry by Malorie Blackman, and in this book our main character is a guy who one day opens his front door, and he finds her ex-girlfriend there with a baby with her, and it turns out that the baby is his, and she is going to leave that baby with him. And yeah, I have never read something like this, and I'm so excited to read this because it sounds so good. I'm very excited to pick this up very, very, very soon. Then I have another book by Malorie Blackman, and it's called Noughts and Crosses. And I think this is kind of a dystopian where you are either a note or a cross. It's not okay to mix them, or to one person to mix with another person with the another team. And it's such a bad for that, but yeah. And I think this series has like 4 books, and this is the first one. And I don't know, when I read this summary, which I can't really remember right now, it was something that I wanted to pick up, so I did pick it up. So I did pick it up, and I hope this is going to be amazing. Then I have Oh My God and Goddess Bootcamp by Tera Childs, and I have read these books a long time ago, but I remember they were just so much fun. And this book is set in a boarding school, which I always love, and in this academy the headmaster is her stepfather. And it turns out that all the kids in this school are descendants of some Greek god with special powers and all that jazz. So I remember that these books are a lot of fun, and I want to reread them now already because I think I'm going to enjoy them the second time as well. Then I also picked up Darkness Falls by Cate Tiernan, and I have the first book called Immortal Beloved by her, but I haven't read it yet, and I'm so bad for picking the second book up without reading the first one, but I just couldn't help myself, especially because it was a hardcover, and yeah, I suck at buying books when they are cheap, and I hope that the first book is amazing, because if it's not, then I made a terrible decision of buying the second book too. The next book is Slated by Teri, and I think this is another dystopian or sci-fi book in which our main character's Kyla's memory has been erased, so she basically can't remember anything, but the government says that she is a terrorist, and they are giving her another chance to basically work for them, but only if she plays by the rules. And she starts to get some glimpses from her past and the memory that has been erased, and she realizes that some people are lying to her, and she will want to find the truth, and it sounds really amazing, and I hope this is going to be fantastic. The last book I have to show you today is Poison Princess by Kresley. And I have seen that Cassidy really loved this book, so I wanted to pick it up as well, because I seem to love a lot of the books that she does, and it sounds like a book that I would really enjoy as well, because, you know, it has the bad boy character, which I always adore, and it is set in a post-apocalyptic world, I think. And yeah, I'm just very, very excited to read this, and I adore this cover as well. So yeah, those were all the books that I have bought in the last month or so, and I don't know where I'm going to find a place to put them, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please, if you have read any of these books and love them, please tell me. And yeah, please don't tell me if you didn't love one of these books, but yeah, I hope I will see you guys soon, and please leave a comment if you want to, and do all that fun stuff, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.